It was a quiet Sunday evening, the kind where the weight of the past week presses down, and there's no hiding from the truth. One careless sentence unraveled the life I had built with a man I once believed was my soulmate. I never meant to hurt him, nor did I realize he could hear me. Yet the words, spoken without thought, destroyed everything we had created together. My closest friend, Sarah, had stopped by for a casual glass of wine. We sank into the cozy living room, the gentle hum of the evening wrapping around us. I thought Nathan, my husband, was upstairs tinkering in the storage room, or so I assumed. Sarah and I talked, though mostly I poured out my heart, letting the tension of the past months spill freely. The wine loosened my tongue, an exhaustion of endless arguments, suffocating silences, and bone-deep weariness came rushing out like a river over its banks. "I don't know, Sarah," I muttered, pressing my fingers to my temples. "Some days I wish I hadn't married him." The moment the words left my mouth, a hollow chill settled in my stomach, as if I had invoked some irreversible curse. Sarah's eyes widened, voice sharp. "You don't mean that." But part of me did. Buried beneath the exhaustion, beneath the frustration of obligations and routines, a fragment of truth lingered. Love had shifted into duty, and duty had curdled into regret. And yet, another part of me still loved him, or at least I thought I did. Unbeknownst to me, Nathan stood frozen on the staircase, every word sinking in. The next morning, the house felt wrong. The coffee maker untouched, his keys missing from their usual spot, his boots absent. At first, I assumed he'd left early for work, but unease gnawed at me. Nathan never left without a goodbye kiss, not even after our fiercest fights. By midday, I called his phone. No answer. Text went unanswered. Desperate, I opened my laptop to email his work address and found a single message waiting. The subject line was one word: "Farewell. I overheard you last night." It began. I wasn't meant to, but I did. Those words weren't spoken in anger. They were your truth, and that truth broke me. I poured my soul into us, and all this time, you've carried this regret. Don't look for me. The divorce papers are already filed. I'm not bitter. I just refuse to be someone's regret. Signed, Nathan. My breath caught. I read the email over and over. Each word struck like a hammer. No anger. No pleading. No demand for answers. Just a quiet, final severing. I rushed to his office, only to learn he'd resigned that morning. His desk cleared. By afternoon, his phone disconnected. His social media vanished. Friends were clueless. And his brother only said he needed space and didn't want contact. It was as if he had evaporated into thin air. Days later, the divorce papers arrived, pristine and official. His signature was already there. What should have been a conversation became a mere formality. Name, address, check mark. Done. I waited for anger, for denial, for rebellion. But all that came was guilt, a suffocating weight. Memories flooded back. Nathan's gaze, as if I were his universe. His unwavering patience when I needed solitude. His quiet strength when I faltered. And then I remembered his expression at dinner just days before, worn, distant, yet still trying. He had stayed. I was the one who drifted. Sleep abandoned me for weeks. I replayed that evening with Sarah endlessly, dissecting every moment, questioning why I'd said it, questioning whether it was truth or my own insecurities speaking instead of confiding in him. Months passed. I even hired a private investigator, but the trail was cold. No new address, no financial activity. Nathan had erased himself entirely. With time, I began to understand why. Hearing those words, especially when he thought I wasn't listening, wasn't just painful. It was a revelation. It confirmed a truth I had buried. I had let my love fade in silence. And when he heard aloud, he chose to leave, preserving the last fragment of his dignity. Now, I often wonder where he is. Is he happy? Has he found someone who wakes up each day seeing him as the best decision they ever made? Because in hindsight, I know he was mine. But realization came too late. Nathan disappeared to reclaim his peace, leaving me with nothing but the haunting echo of my own careless words. Words that can never be taken back.